Hello guys, what's up? So this time it has really been a long time, and for a good reason, or maybe you could say not so good reason. So basically my girlfriend and I got COVID in like late March, and we were pretty trashed up until somewhere in between of uh, mid-April, let's say. We got post-COVID syndromes, dizziness, all of those stuff. It lasted a really long time actually. So yeah, only now are we like kind of fully recovered, and yeah. So that's enough about COVID. So basically, the last video that I made was about getting cut for the summer and all those stuff. And of course, this is probably the reason why I was trying to avoid making this video. I was just contemplating if I should just go on with the tips or just like address this. And yeah, so I should address this. So when I got COVID, I was, reasonably lean. I was looking actually the best that I have looked in my life back then, just prior to COVID. And when I got COVID, basically I gained fat around my waist, literally, while at the same time losing muscle and at the same time losing weight. So it was kind of an interesting experiment, let's say like that. And after that, slowly, not slowly, but immediately, pretty much after COVID, when I started training, I just thought to myself that it's probably the best that if I just continue to cut weight, and pretty soon I saw that that was not a good idea. I hit pretty quickly, like after COVID, like 97 kilos, 96.9 actually is the precise number. So at the time I felt super weak and I was pretty skinny. I mean, in my opinion, wasn't really actually so skinny, but I was like pretty skinny, and at the same time I also had more fat around my waist than I had before COVID. So actually I was lighter and I had less muscle, and I still had more fat around my waist than before COVID. So basically I just decided to go up a few kilos. So I went up to around, I think it was maybe even 101 kg. And then when I kind of get my strength back and when I kind of recovered, I started to go down again. And I was trying to maintain my strength and actually at the same time trying to, build even more strength relative to where I was. So I actually kind of succeeded in that, and it was like pretty frustrating process because I really wanted to. I was really on a good path in the March. Everything was going well, and I was on point pretty much with everything. And I kind of screw up my plans. So now I'm kind of still repairing it because I'm now still basically cutting. So I'm, maybe 2 months behind or even more because it was so interesting how long it took me to actually start lifting some numbers that are even remotely close to what I could before COVID. And, probably bench was the worst to come back, the slowest to come back. So now my goals are basically to, lean out totally, fully. Not like contest prep lean because I'm not a bodybuilder and currently I don't have any interest in having shredded glutes or anything like that. I just want to see my full set of abs, and after I do that, I will just slowly start doing reverse diet. I'm not going to just bulk, senselessly. I'm just going to slowly stop intentionally dieting. So in that way, my diet, my weight is just going to go up pretty much naturally, and my muscles will fill out, you know, with glycogen, all the stuff, water, and I will probably, you know, gain strength and all of that stuff, while probably being lean, similarly lean like I had been, you know, when I was like the leanest. So that's always like a cool thing to see, because you're basically gaining, in a sense, you feel like you're gaining muscle, but you're basically just like filling out. So yeah, and then I will just, you know, focus just a little bit more on strength, and then pretty much repeat the process for next year. Maybe try to be even more leaner or no, but definitely I will not bulk intentionally. I don't know if I will ever bulk like intentionally, because, you know, it's not like I'm going to gain any more muscle mass than I have now in my, you know, in my life. Maybe just slightly more. It's like maybe 5% more in my whole life, and that's not going to happen in like 5 years. That's going to happen maybe in 10 years, if even. So you need to just be realistic when you're natural, you know. So it's much more fun for me to just kind of chase strength-ish numbers, not so much like super focused on powerlifting, because I don't want to do that either. I don't want to be focused just on 3 lifts, because it doesn't make any sense to me. Maybe when I just like compete, just to have my numbers like officially, you know, written down in history, let's say. Maybe then I will just focus more towards, but probably even then, even if I ever prep for a powerlifting meet, I will probably never just purely focus on just the big 3. So yeah, those are kind of my plans. So if I see that after 1 year or something like that, like my body doesn't, like, let's say, adjust to this new body weight, and if I really see that my numbers are not going up just by, you know, smart programming, I will maybe once go up to like 105 kilos or somewhere around there. Coincidentally, like 105 kilos in Croatia at least is probably the most competitive, which actually should be more fun, because even if I get like first or second place in minus 120 kilos in Croatia, it's like there are only like maybe 2 or 3 of us even competing. So even if you're not dead last, you're going to get a trophy. So it doesn't mean anything anyway, because I'm not really like a powerlifter. So yeah, that's about me, and I just want to like kind of say a few things about this channel. This is why I'm actually, you know, making the video. So I'm going to now, of course, focus a little bit more on practical stuff, you know, and about technique, nutrition, and programming, obviously. I see that a lot of people don't really understand how important the basics are, and a lot of people don't even actually know what are the basics. They think that, you know, I don't know, man. So yeah, it's going to be a lot more content this time, and yep. So until next time, and guys, have a great one, and see you guys in the next video. Bye.